We know that it's a combination of both genetics and environmental factors. Understanding where it's coming from with your child is helpful. And I always tell parents, you really do know your child best, more so than the teachers, more so than the clinicians, more so than the grandparents or other family members who have an opinion. And you might not know the answer, and that is okay. If you don't know where it's coming from, I think the thing to focus on really is, has there been a change in my child, or a change in their personality, a decline in their everyday functioning, or impairment in their ability to just do things that they previously enjoyed? Those are all red flags to get connected with a behavioral specialist, like a therapist or a psychologist, or someone who can help figure out kind of what supports are needed. For 2E kids, the source of the anxiety can be a number of things. Sometimes it really is the asynchrony and them feeling deficient and incapable in certain ways. Sometimes it has to do with really, really unrealistic expectations, whether that be from the child, caregivers, teachers. Adults are really good at setting expectations, and unfortunately, sometimes we set them too high. We don't fully understand where they should be. And so thinking about, like, what is the realistic expectation here? When I think about some of the 2E kiddos with really, really high verbal IQs, if your kid falls into that camp, those are the ones that usually clinicians and teachers, we love them because they are all about verbal communication. And what we do, unfortunately, naturally as human beings, is when we kind of assess somebody's communication skills, if they're really, really high in that area, we tend to set the bar there for everything else. Being mindful of the fact that if you've got a high verbal IQ kiddo and they've got other significant weaknesses that are far lower than that verbal intelligence or verbal problem solving, it's very likely that they're going to get hit with sort of a mismatch of expectations at some point.